I'm Mayor Julian Castro, Mayor of San Antonio, Texas, America's 7th largest city. San Antonio is a city that looks like America's tomorrow.
We are constantly reinventing our economic development efforts so that we are capturing the emerging technologies throughout the world. We are focused on green manufacturing, bioscience development, as well as software development. And of course, our tourism industry is a highlight of San Antonio as well.
Demographically, San Antonio is diverse. Economically, it's growing. It's a place for investment and a place that welcomes all.
Perhaps our greatest resource is a tremendously collaborative business community and public sector cooperating together to create real incentives, but more importantly, a setting in which companies can succeed once they're here.
One of the things I think that's important for anybody moving here is energy rates. And I think we're fortunate in this community to have among the lowest electric and gas rates in the country.
I think one of San Antonio's sort of unknown qualities is how the business community is pretty darn aligned, and that the business community here is very supportive of each other.
And that's somewhat unique as opposed to many other major cities, that there's total alignment, there's a flexibility and an ease of doing business here that I think is very impressive.
The city government is very progressive and really committed to economic growth in a way that I had never seen other cities do.
I think what makes San Antonio so special is the elected officials, business leaders, and community leaders all work so well together for the betterment of the city.
They come together, there's no partisan bickering, and they make it work for a business that wants to make a success here.
You don't have competing forces. You don't have another city trying to steal business away or trying to compete for resources. So this is a pretty unique place.
Well, San Antonio has a very diverse economic base. Traditionally, our city has been dependent upon the military and tourism, but the modern San Antonio is a very balanced economic base. The military remains important, very important. Healthcare and the biosciences employs something like 120,000 people and generates on the order of $20+ billion worth of economic impact.
And this city really has put together all of the right people, all of the right resources to ensure that all of the various facets of the bioscience sector are coming together to really create a global leadership position here in San Antonio in healthcare.
We have several Fortune 500 companies. When you think about Valero, you think about USAA, you think about Newstar. We also have Tesoro and Clear Channel, companies that have been around for some time and are making great strides in their industry. We have the largest private sector employer located here, HEB.
Manufacturing is increasingly strong, especially with Toyota manufacturing 200,000 Tundras and Tacomas every year.
At Toyota, we've come to really love San Antonio and the great people here. When we were looking around for a place to put our truck plant back in 2003, we probably considered about 30 different states and many communities within those states. But San Antonio and this Texas location proved to be #1 for us, and it has been one of the best decisions we ever made.
There's a tremendous base under the San Antonio economy of small business, which keeps a floor under the city economy.
It is not just a manufacturing base. We have tech that's booming, and a particular focus in cybersecurity, right, which is incredibly important to our country and economic development. And if you look at the companies that are thriving here in San Antonio, it really is a cross-section of the next generation of our economy.
San Antonio is a big enough city with a breadth of assets that it makes possible a workforce that ranges from entry-level workers, including blue collars, such as Toyota found, through people who work in technology like Rackspace, people who work in white-collar professional settings.
One of the things that underpins the great workforce that San Antonio has to offer and that a lot of folks don't know about the city is that San Antonio is actually a college town.
When companies move to San Antonio, they look for workforce. They look for talented, skilled people. There are 15 universities in our city and surrounding areas, and they have 140,000 students. Now, this is an incredible number of individuals, and the Alamo colleges, for example, have more than 60,000 students. We're blessed by having so many institutions in the region, but we're also very privileged to have the talented individuals remaining in this community and contributing to the development of this great city.
We have hundreds of thousands of students enrolled in degree and certificate programs to satisfy the needs of businesses in San Antonio, our nation, and the world.
We got some of the brightest people in the world coming out of our major universities now. One of the rare cities in the United States that will have two major public institutions of higher education, UT and Texas A&M.
What we're seeing right now in higher education in San Antonio is really a model for the rest of the country. We feel that we're meeting the needs of our students, we're growing our programs, we're expanding research, and all of us in this field are very excited.
When you look at the sum total of all of the higher learning that's going on across San Antonio, the sum total rivals that of any major city across the world.
Sustainability and clean technology and clean energy will be one, if not the main dominant economic theme of the 21st century. And San Antonio is determined not only to be a player in this movement, but a leader. As we become leaders in the economic movement of sustainability, you naturally also become leaders in the environmental movement of sustainability.
We are the largest wind off-taker in the country for any municipal utility, and we're really aggressively pursuing renewable energy in a way that's affordable for our community.
We are leading in wind generation, and we are starting to lead in Texas in solar generation, in building efficiency, in water conservation, and all these other areas that are made up of sustainability. We are now becoming players and are looking to partner and embrace others to come to our city and help us achieve these goals.
What our employees have found in terms of quality of life is that it's very affordable to live here, so people can buy homes and feel comfortable in living in this community. But at the same time, it's also a very safe community. The schools are fantastic. We've been very pleased with that. Our employees are very excited about that. Very easy to get around. And the exciting thing about San Antonio is that it actually is a thriving city with a great nightlife, great culture, and has everything that anyone could possibly be looking for in a large city.
To me, quality of life is a good place to raise a family and to grow a career. And people find here all the support that they need.
It's a family town, right? We've got a set of values around here that, as a community, that's really focused on our children, and it's focused on creating a better life for our children and providing them opportunities. You know, that's reflected in our school system and the leadership in our town.
We have 300+ days on average of sunshine here.
There's excitement, there are things to do, and anything that you would find in any major metropolitan area, anywhere in the world, you can find here in San Antonio.
Right, want to go to a professional sports game? You know, nobody better than the world champion Spurs.
You're close to the beaches, you're close to the hill country.
We have everything that a business could possibly want here, be it arts, be it entertainment, be it sports, be it nice people, be good shopping. We have everything. We have a great climate, and most of all, we have great people here.
Everything coming together really to make it a great place to not just work and thrive from a business standpoint, but also to enjoy and live.
You know, San Antonio is a stable place to do business. Through the recessions, through the ups and downs, I think if you'll look at statistics, you'll see that San Antonio has not wavered.
Take the time to learn about San Antonio. You will realize that San Antonio is a great place to live, work, and play.
San Antonio is history, culture, and a great quality of life.
San Antonio is a bustling metropolis. It's a place where over the centuries, people from different countries and backgrounds, different perspectives have come and built up a community that is truly unique, a community of growth and innovation where people work together, they live together, they're excited about the 21st century. San Antonio is America's tomorrow, and I hope you'll be a part of it.